I'm Michael Neal, owner of Michael J. Neal Viticultural Services in Napa Valley. I've been farming for more than 40 years in this wonderful place. I got my education at Santa Rosa JC and then furthered my education at Fresno State, and I went to work for a very large vineyard management company for a number of years. From the experiences that I developed with working with the Napa Valley Vineyard Company, I saw a future in owning my own viticulture company and managing vineyards for clients that I wanted to work for and not be working for somebody else indirectly. And so in 1986, I pursued that option and started slowly developing a very sound business for myself. And in my opinion, vineyard management is not just taking care of grapes and grapevines, but also managing people as well and having a good sense of timing of when different operations need to be done. Timing is critical for all operations, and also being able to plan ahead in managing the people, the employees that you have, and the different operations through the cycle of the grape growing process for the year. Also employing the thoughts of many different wineries that we work for and or grower representatives for those wineries, and taking their philosophies and incorporating them into the vineyards and to the grapes that they purchase from the clients. We farm sustainable, we farm biodynamic as well as organic in many of the vineyards based on what the client's needs are. Vineyard management is a full-time, year-round, 24/7 type of operation. We'll have frost in the springtime where we might be up at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning and still have to work the full day. There is sufficient work in the vineyards now year-round, from planting cover crops after harvest to spreading compost, gypsum, or limestone as soil amendments, pruning in the wintertime, suckering in the springtime. So that's a hands-on, full-time employment for employees. One of the things that I do a lot of is being out in the vineyard, and I call it vineyard surveillance, which includes monitoring for insects, looking at the general plant health, determining if we need to irrigate. You know, we're very proactive in the business and always anticipating when the frost season's going to be here and being ready with frost, having the drip system ready ahead of time so when it's necessary to inject fertilizers or just to be able to irrigate the vines or the trees, the systems are ready to go. Even anticipating harvest, we'll start pulling the harvest equipment out a month ahead of time and making sure everything is ready to go for the start of harvest, which is usually in the middle of August. For the most part, I have very few clients that actually live on their property. Most of them are absentee owners and live away, whether it's in the Bay Area or across the United States. And we'll communicate either by phone or email through the season and keep in touch with what's going on and how the grapes are progressing through the season. As a management company, and with me being very involved, we have the opportunity to take care of the client's property with all aspects of farming it, from pruning to fertilizing to making irrigation suggestions and recommendations, as well as selling the fruit to the winery and working with the grower representatives through the growing season. Some clients would like to sell their own fruit and just need us to come in and bring labor for certain aspects such as pruning or suckering and harvesting, maybe doing some spraying. So we are flexible in our business practices. We can provide labor for just about anybody, anytime in the Napa Valley. Besides vineyard management throughout the Napa Valley, we also provide a skilled person who can build rock walls, deer fencing, who does also landscape for many of the clients. We tend to a couple of orchards and fruit trees as well as olives. And a lot of the clients that have olive trees around their properties want the olives to be productive, and where they might make oil from it or have someone make the olive oil from their olive trees. So it's not just grapes that we look at to take care of, but also other crops in the Napa Valley.